Alright everyone, I hope you're all having a wonderful day. And today what I got in store is a Magic the Gathering Fate Reforged 15 card booster pack. Is that Ugin the Spirit Dragon? Hopefully he's hidden inside of here. But there's only one way to find out. X-ray vision? No. Cracking the pack. So come and join me as we find out what is inside. Hope you're all having a great day. And just remember the small things, because life is short and fleeting and you must enjoy every moment you have. The first card I got is a Russian cleric, so he must be a cleric. Looks like he's some sort of healer, but he has a strange glow in his eyes and an interesting face that makes him look almost evilish. This guy's reaching up for help, it looks like, and I'm not sure if he's going to give it to him. But I would like to hope so. Gotta say, very beautiful art. The green, landscape definitely draws you right towards the middle, checking out his hands and stuff, and then you see him in the corner reaching up, and you just wonder what happened. 1 and a white creature human cleric. When Russian cleric enters the battlefield, you gain 3 life, and it's a 1/3. So he's a 1/2. You gain 3 life right away, and he's a 1/3 cleric. Very cool. Wonder if you will save him. I hope so. But his face looks kind of distraught. Oh well. We will never know. Ooh, what a pretty card. It looks like these people tried to catch a dragon. It is whisk away. I assume something about putting the card back to its hand or something. I could be wrong. 2 in a red. I was looking at his wings. 2 in a blue. It is like a red dragon, beautiful feather work, lovely scales. Looks like he's grabbing some sort of... Oh, that's a person. Oh man, it looks like he might just be torn in half like tissue paper. Oh, poor guy. Looks like they put ropes around him, but forgot to keep in mind how strong dragons are. And this guy was one of the people who didn't want to let go of the rope to help his buddy. Looks like the rope is still attached to him, and he wants to get him back. And this guy's pulling back with all his weight. But to me, it looks like the battle is over. He's about to fly away victorious, and they may have lost a comrade in the process. I thought that was one of my hairs, but no, it's just a rope. Beautiful art. Lovely reds. Very cool. Gives great balance. Blues and reds. Yep, kind of something with returning a card. Instant, put target attacking or blocking creature on top of its owner's library. And it's an instant for 3. If they attack with something you don't like, play this and say, I'm sorry, throw it on top of your library. Kind of stun their draw step for next turn. So they draw the same card again. Or if they're blocking one of your creatures, you can say, sorry, I want to actually hit you this time. Make them throw it on top of their library and stop their draw a little bit. Very cool. I got a zombie. This Sibside host. No idea if I'm saying that correctly. It looks like these zombies are chained up, as in like maybe there's a zombie leader, maybe Liliana or something's in the back, just like walking them, like walking the dogs. Except these aren't dogs, these are zombies, and they're hungry ones, and they are about to eat this poor guy with some leather armor. I'm sorry, I don't think that leather or rivets will stop you. They've got like interesting head plates on, like all the same golden head plates, so they definitely belong to the same person. This one's got some sort of interesting weapon. This one's got, he bit his neck and pulled it away. Very crazy. It looks like an artist signature, which I always like to see because the artists really deserve the respect. What do I think that is? GCS? And I was very wrong. Steve Prosciutto. I almost said prosciutto. Prescott. Wow, I'm not the best at pronunciations, but by now I'm sure you know that, and that's just part of the fun. 4 and a black creature, zombie, and it's a 2/6. It's got a lot of defense because there's 6 of them. Let us count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I assume there are 6 in the background, and this one's got an arm missing. That reminds me of Shaun of the Dead, such a good one when they leave the front door open and he breaks the ashtray on his head. One of my favorite zombie movies of all time. Very great. When Slib side host enters the battlefield, each player puts the top 3 cards of his or her library into her graveyard. So if you're playing like a zombie deck that you want to have a bunch of creatures in your graveyard that you can just pull out at any time notice with like one of those lands, I forgot what it's called. This might be good for you, or it might not be good for you because you sometimes don't want to throw 3 cards away. But still very cool, lovely art, and I hope it's quick and painless for him, but dying by teeth I feel would be no fun at all. Looks like a snake shaman. Is there a skull on the ground? Definitely. I'm not sure it looks too friendly. It definitely has an aggressive pose. It's rocking some jewelry and some sort of like cloak or something, or like a shirt. Surprised it doesn't go all the way down the tail, but I guess that's how snakes dress. Sultai Skullkeeper. Yeah, I guess he's got a few skulls to keep. That's just his thing. Oh, there might even be one over there. And it looks like he is a strange bladed, probably magically imbued thing. I like his greens. Green, and blue. Very good coloring. Nicely balanced, I feel. Beautiful snake skin. And I like the tree root in the background with a little bit of blue sticking through. Very cool. 1 and a blue creature, Naga Shaman. A 2/1. When Solitary Skullkeepers enters the battlefield, put the top 2 cards of your library onto your graveyard. Again, it's like the zombie card. Could be give or take if you want to play a deck that can just return cards from your graveyard or put it onto the battlefield or something. It might be wonderful for you, or it might just be a little bit of a nuisance, but still lovely card. Looks like I got a Sandblast, and if you've ever seen a Sandblaster, they pretty much can skin the paint off of almost anything, and I assume even the scales off of dragons, probably even piercing through the skin. No good. Looks like he's in quite pain the way he just looks. Looks like a sandstorm is just rushing at him. Beautiful winds, got some interesting colors in the sand. Very cool. Very well balanced. I feel dark here, lighter here, and very light here, so it definitely attracts you to his face and makes you feel his pain. 2 white instant Sandblast deals 5 damage to target attacking or blocking creature. So for 3, 5 damage to target attacking or blocking creature. Quite a lot of damage. Hopefully you'll get in the kill, and it's an instant, so maybe you'll even finish it off. Looks like I got a human monk, a Jessica Sage. Look like he's showing his students how it's done. You can tell he is older by his long hair ponytail, and he's just balancing on his index finger. My finger would probably snap in half, and nothing good. I'm interested if those are people there or just like statues or something, but they're definitely inside some sort of facility, maybe a training facility, and those are his pupils, and they all look up to him with respect, it looks like, and he's just showing them with due diligence and patience and practice anything is possible. Very beautiful card. Love the sunbeams coming in. Very great. 1 and a blue creature human monk. It's a 1/1 with prowess. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, creature gets +1/+1 till end of turn. Play this, then next turn you play 2 counter spells, he'd become a 3/3, and boom, boom, boom. And when Jessica Sage dies, he is such a loving person, he'll actually let you draw a card. Very cool. I like that. Looks like I got an Orc Warrior, Alicia's Vanguard. Looks like this poor guy is running for his soul. You can tell he's moving very fast, very good with the blurred. And this just giant monster is chasing him, his arms wide back, looks like he's just about to grab him. I'd say he's got to do a quick zig and a zag. I don't even know what I would do. Maybe try to climb a tree, but I feel like... I don't know. I feel bad. But very nice, very well balanced. Darker over here, very light here. Draws you to him, makes you feel his emotion and scaredness, and then it shows this evil looking monster with, like, I don't even know, swords on him. And if he has swords, he doesn't even need them. He's just going to use his claws. 3 and a black creature, orc warrior. It's a 3/3 with dash. You may cast this spell for its dash cost. If you do, it gains haste and is returned to the battlefield to its owner's hand at the beginning of the next end step. So you can dash him out to attack, and once the step is over, boom, back to your hand. I like dash. I think it's a fun ability. Just changes up the game. Always keeps your opponent on an edge because they know that if once you dashed him and he's back, you got a dash card in your hand and you can play it whenever. So you can just dash and attack, and it's awesome. I don't know. I think it's fun. Very cool. Lovely, lovely. I got a defined ogre. Very beautiful art. Looks like almost woolly mammoth looking. I mean, abominable snowman looking. Got a huge axe. I'm sure that probably weighs like 150 pounds. But he don't mind. He's got a skull on his belt buckle. He's holding his foot up like on a barrel of rum, like Captain Morgan. Looks like he's hiding in some decrepit ruins. You can see lightning shooting from dragons in the background. Very cool. Gives it a nice little like story. Like, is he hiding from them? He's clutching his weapon like he's ready for anything. So maybe he's just waiting. But he has his foot up, relaxing almost. So I don't know. But very beautiful. Smoke is there, so it looks like the damage was recent from the dragons. And it's a 5 and a red creature ogre, and it's a 3/5. Define ogre enters the battlefield. Choose 1. Put a 1/1 counter on define ogre or destroy target artifact. Very cool. Very awesome choices. Sometimes you'll be artifacts out, or other times you'll just want to make him a 4/6. Very cool. Love card with choices. Ooh, beautiful card. Looks like a woolly mammoth in the background. Is that like an ivory tusk or something? Definitely. Very beautiful. And it looks like she has almost like tusks or teeth on her. Very interesting. Looks like a shaman. Yeah, definitely a shaman. Whisper of the wild. Shh. 1 in a green. Very beautiful. Looks like they're in a snowstorm. She's holding something green and precious. And looks like she's on a journey. And it looks like she really cares for this piece. She's just resting her hand on its trunk, not its trunk. What? I can't think of it. You know what I'm talking about. And it's a human shaman. It has tap and green to your mana pool. It's a 0/2, and it has furious. Tap, add a 2 to your mana pool. Activate this ability only if you control a creature with power 4 or greater. So that's where the mammoth comes in. I guess when she's around her mammoth friend, she gets strength from him because he's definitely +4 or greater, and she can also produce an extra mana energy. Beautiful art. Love the shading. I love the snow in the front and the background. Beautiful. Just beautiful. I like how it draws me to the green. Lovely, lovely, lovely. I got a collateral damage, 1 red, instant. Looks like some sort of almost like ancient Chinese or oriental like cannon with the dragon mouse, which I always thought were awesome. But it looks like they overpacked it with powder and it blew out the bottom and set the poor little guy on fire. Gotta always be careful, especially when cannons are around. Hopefully he learned his lesson, if he can even get back up to learn it. Instant as an additional cost to collateral damage, sacrifice a creature. So sadly he did not make it. He put in too much powder, took his life, and shot his one thing. Collateral damage was 3 damage to target creature player. Very cool. And maybe if you played this on like a Goblin Arsonist, which is a goblin that when it dies it deals 1 damage to target creature, you could kill a 4/4. Very cool. So it's like a lightning bolt, but you gotta sack a creature, but also very cool. On to the uncommons. I got a hungering yeti. Looks like he's quite hungry, and I don't even know if he's hungry because he just picked up that guy and threw him to the side like he wasn't food. Well, I don't know what yetis eat. Maybe they just eat snow. But by the muscle on him, I gotta say he probably eats protein of some sort. Stand your ground, soldiers. Stand your ground. 4 and a red creature, yeti. It's a 4/4. As long as you control a green or blue permanent, you may cast Hungering Yeti as though it had flash. You may cast at any time. You can cast an instant. So if you throw him in with a green or blue deck and there's a permanent out, you can play him with flash. Very cool ability. Goblin Boomkeg. Love this card. Always fun. I don't know if I've seen this art, but it's always fun. Goblin Boomkeg. Looks like he's just having so much fun with their job. Little goblins just dancing around. Looks like they're lighting the barrel. I like how they painted it, almost like they paint bombs back in the old wars, which is terrible, by the way, but I don't know. It's just life, and life is terrible sometimes. Beautiful picture. Love the sky in the background, how it's all light around them, so it kind of gives you a perspective of what they look like. You got two pushers pushing it. It's got some wheels, so it looks like, and it's got some tusks, so it looks like it's about to charge. I assume they're going to light it, in which he did, and then just throw it down a hill, and then watch it boom. For a generic artifact, at the beginning of your upkeep, sacrifice Goblin Boomkeg. When Goblin Boomkeg is put into your graveyard from battlefield, it deals 3 damage to target creature or player. So, play this, next turn you gotta sack it, and it'll do 3 damage to target creature or player. Very cool, and I really think this is a fun art. Love it. And then the next card I got is an Ugin's Construct. Very interesting creature. Looks like he's a pieced together dragon. Almost looks stitched, or are those scars? I don't know. Very beautiful. It looks like some rain in the background. Lovely mountain. I love the rock swirls. Just the landscape in the background too. Darker, lighter, great balance. His tail is quite long. You can see it kind of loop around there and flip on the tail. What looks like a point at the end. Very cool. 4 generic artifact creature construct. It's a 4/5. When Ugin's Construct enters the battlefield, sacrifice a permanent that's 1 or more colors. So you can only play him if you have a permanent that's 1 or more colors. If not, you're out of luck. And wow, I actually did get Ugin's Spirit Dragon. Cool. Cool. Sorry, I'm just a little, how do you say, lost for words? I get so lucky sometimes, I don't understand it. And I think this card is quite expensive. Wowza. Ugin's Spirit Dragon. Beautiful. Respect. Oh, so lovely. Can't believe it. Beautiful art. It's got the crazy wings, giving it nice depth on the side, drawing you to the middle to just view his majestic power. Very interesting horns. Looks like almost Stormish in the background, lighter there. Feathers. It looks like he means business. He's an 8-cost creature. Planeswalker, not creature. That comes in with 7 loyalty, so that's a heck of a lot of loyalty, but what do you expect for 8? It has +2. Ugin's Spirit damage does 3 damage to target creature or player. Great +2, 3 damage for a plus is awesome. It has -X. Exile each permanent with converted mana cost X or less. That's 1 or more colors. What? Exile each permanent with converted mana cost or less. That's 1 or more colors. So if they have a bunch of multicolored creatures out and you pay loyalties enough to get rid of all their mana, all their multicolored creatures, you can pretty much wipe the board of them. And it has -10. You gain 7 life, draw 7 cards, and put 7 permanents from your hand onto the battlefield. Right there. Now that's the doozy. So if you want, in 3 turns, you can get the -10, gain 7 life, draw 7 cards. That means you would have 14 cards in your hand if you had 7 at the beginning. And then you get to put 7 of those onto the battlefield, and that is just insane in the membrane. Lovely. Can't believe I pulled this. Just awesome. And wow, this pack is just not gonna let me down. Jeez. Also got a Wooded Footheel for Gonzo Tarkir. What a pack. I'm just flabbergasted. Wooded Foothills. What are the chances? Come on, how lucky am I? Land, tap, pay 1, sacrifice Wooded Foothills, search your library for a mountain or forest card, put that onto the battlefield, then shuffle your library. Wow, beautiful, beautiful landscape. I also like how they put it on a little bit of an angle. Always like that. Makes you look differently at it. Lovely mountainscapes. Got the beautiful trees in the foreground. then another layer, and another layer. Very beautiful layered, and just beautiful. And I got a spirit token. So, honestly, crazy pack, crazy luck. Can't believe I actually got Ugin the Spirit Dragon. What are the chances? Well, I had a great time opening this pack. I hope you guys have a great day and have just as much luck as I do opening packs. Thanks for stopping by, and like always, take it easy.